Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to get us something to watch. Hold on. Not watch, like something to hold on. The stars and the clouds. Getting that from YouTube. Okay. Hello. Okay, so I have a message. I can't sleep. This has been happening to me a lot. The messages have been just kind of flying out of me. Okay, there it is. Okay. So I keep getting, I forgot. Oh my God, stop. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I have a lot of weird messages. I just want to get through. I tried to do it earlier. It's on YouTube from a couple of hours ago, but I want to try and do this again. So I had this dream about, I was talking about spatial dissociation, how when you're flying a plane and you don't know whether or not you're looking down, whether the water is beneath you or above you, you don't know, I don't know. It's something like that, right? So, okay, here's what I journaled and then came up with, my channel that I ended up writing into a story, which I always do. So there is a pilot flying at night over the ocean, and somewhere in the dark, the sky and the water became the same thing. One big black, no line between them, no horizon. And here is what happens when that occurs. The body takes over. It tries to help, but the signals it sends are wrong. It says you're level when you're banking. Banking? It says you're... What the fuck did I write? It says you're climbing when you're dropping. And the instruments are saying something completely different, and the plane is already doing the third thing, independent of both. So fight, flight, literally freeze, right? The brain does what every human brain does, and when it receives three urgent contradictory signals simultaneously, it freezes. And frozen at altitude in the dark over water is fatal. The pilot didn't crash because he made the wrong choice. He crashed because the overload itself became the crash. This is called spatial disorientation, and it is one of the leading causes of fatal small aircraft crashes. Not bad weather, not mechanical failure, too many signals, too many competing truths. A system that stalled out trying to choose between three things at once and ran out of altitude before it could. Okay, so that's the first part. Hi. What are you doing? What are you up to? I know it's been a while since I've been here. So I'm going to start just shuffling some cards, intuitively picking out which ones I'm going to use. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Mel. Nice to meet you. They call me the OG, the black sheep, or just Mel. I've been here for years, flying under your radar, because only a select few people are even supposed to know I exist. Baruch Hashem, Tikkun Olam. Thank you to my ancestors, known and unknown, for your protection, for your guidance. No static, no evil. Happy Easter. We will say in the name of Jesus Christ, giving him his kudos for resurrecting today. Amen. Coming out, shadow. Happy Easter. 37. Somebody could be 37 years old. Right now, I mean, here we deal with, it's shadow work. We do very intense shadow work here, essentially. So the people that find me, especially the people that stay and listen and actually allow themselves to open up to this is going to be life-changing for you. Okay. It says wholeness. Oh, you know what? Let me flip this. Okay. So you can read it. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions. See? What happens when you don't choose fight or flight? The freeze itself, like, you're like stunted, and you don't know what to do. And when you're in like this very tense, the reason I'm doing this is I feel that, like, I feel like you're doing that right now. Like, you're clenched, your jaw's clenched. That I know for sure. Some of you, your posture is like this. Maybe your eyes aren't bugging out, but you're like, that's what I'm feeling. Just settling back down into the energy. If you look, he's got her head and has a head and has a head. Where does it end, right? It doesn't. It doesn't. Where does the shadow begin and the light end? Or where does the light end and the shadow begin? There's no difference between those two statements. Where does the light end and the shadow begin? Where does the shadow begin? Where does the light end? No difference between those two statements. No difference between the sky and the water. That's how it's so easy to be, most of us are floating through space. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, happy, sad, happy, sad. It's like, hit the brakes, You could be 37 or born in 1973. I know that if you're born in 73, you wouldn't be 37. Thank you for the math lesson. I know somebody's going to say something about that. So I've said it before how, like, only some of you are going to get this, right? So some of you are still in that ego phase where you just kind of walk into a chat room. You don't give a fuck what's going on. And you start asking questions and demanding answers. that is where, those are the people that don't get it. And then there's people who get it that are paying attention to what I'm saying, because it's very easy to scroll and find someone, blah, 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 okay, blah, okay, that's saying whatever you want to hear because they're really good at that. But you stop here and you're like, okay, this actually is like somebody who puts effort into these messages to give them to me. It's not all, no offense. I know a lot of, listen, I don't want to, how do I say this? I don't want to, okay. What's painful to you may not be painful to me, but that doesn't mean that it's not painful for you. Two things can be right and two things can be wrong at the same time. We are all light and dark at the same time. We are all alive and dead at the same time. I'm telling you, there is no difference between where you are and where your loved ones that passed on are. There's no difference between anything. I feel like spatial dissociation, not knowing. I just see, I mean, I said this, like, I've been saying this about the building crashing and the planes crashing and all crazy shit. But then, like, the whole, like, the whole spatial thing, not knowing up from down, and then, like, you're doing everything logistically right, and but your reality doesn't match. Like, you know how, like, you wake up, like, okay, have you ever had, like, this happen to you, or you've seen it in like a movie where you wake up or they wake up and it's like your reality feels different, or their reality looks exactly the same, but there's like something off? You know, like the teenagers, like, that's my mom, but there's something, you know, it's not, doesn't, it's like aliens took over my family. Like, see, I'm not the type that like talks bullshit. So like if I say things like that, it's a stream of consciousness literally working through me. So I wouldn't be fucking shocked if a plane crashes, or God forbid. I'm so sorry. I'm not speaking it into the world. I'm speaking of it because it's already been predestined. I don't know. So how many of you are frozen right now? Not because you're weak, but because you have too many signals. These are my journal entries, okay? Too many voices, too many versions of the truth all screaming at you at the same time. Your body is saying one thing, your mind is saying another, and your reality is producing a third. Yeah, this is the entire thing. If you look on my YouTube, the thumbnail is about how there is one key for every bloodline, and that some of you are the key. And in that key holds a piece of Sophia in that key. And when all of the keys have been given, the key holders will find each other. And when the key holders find each other, they take over. And this reminds me of like, why don't you imagine like all the prophets, all of them, all of the important prophets and deities, Celtic, Norse, it doesn't matter. You know, Egyptian, it doesn't matter. Anunnaki, the Anunnaki, alien. Inner calling, clarity, intention. Your shadow is the key. Your shadow. Okay, I just heard, I don't know if this is true, but light and dark ancestors. You have light and dark ancestors. And separate. Oh. Huh? So, like, I had this vision. This is why the thumbnail in my video from a couple hours ago on YouTube, if you look, the live kept getting cut off. So you see here, right? It's like, now imagine that every single one of these, just imagine every single one of those lines, it's like your entire ancestral line, like your family tree, right? And then the red is the prophet, right? Jesus Christ, Muhammad, Allah, Yeshua, even down to like believing in deities and not specific religions, whatever you want to, Satan, whatever it is that you, honestly, whatever it is that you are descendant of or worship or whatever. So the red are all the prophets. And then behind them, see, behind them are the key holders. I'm just going to use this as an example, just this one line here. So imagine it's Jesus because it's Easter. That's Jesus. And then you're right behind them with your golden key. Then behind you is your lineage, your family. And it's a specific section of a specific bloodline for a specific, like it's not just like anybody, like it's a very long line of something. Like some of you are Valkyrie, maybe you're descendant from gods directly. I just heard you could just be some random dude like Doug Forsett, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But who you are on the outside, it has nothing to do with your calling. Everybody's wearing a meat suit or a costume that so that we can play our part until we're ready to leave that. And I have to tell you something. CK, I see what you're saying, and that may be the exact. You may not. Maybe you're not supposed to continue your bloodline. I know that's harsh, but I'm very, very. This is truth. There are reasons for every. Like I'm telling you. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did the same thing. Maybe. So I get the question, the line of questioning, and what it can lead to. I just heard. Remember, I am a channeler, right? I am the bridge, right? So I'm not the car. I'm not the people in the car. So you can't, like, if you're all blabbing blah, 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 blah in the car and you crashed into me, is it my fault or yours? Right? So I'm the bridge. Just so everybody understands. These are not my personal opinions. And if they are, I will, like, separate. I will say, well, this is my opinion. But I can't keep apologizing for every fucking thing I say, because if I do that, I'll never get through the reading. So if you know me, you know me. If you get it, you get it. 37 is 10, and 26 is 8. 18, the moon. 9, the hermit. Virgo, Cancer, Pisces. September 18th or 1981, 981, 918. August 19th, or September 18th. I'm glad. People usually don't take me seriously because I'm smarter than I look, folks. I feel like I want to start one of my intuitive paintings. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this intuitive painting. It helps me channel. Okay, hold on. Chelsea, the name Chelsea. Gemini. No to Chelsea. Like not Chelsea. I don't even know what that means. Hold on. Let it out. Admit it now. Let it out. Admit it now. Chelsea. Set, the goddess of war. Usted. Somebody could be Spanish. No, usted. I don't understand. I don't go. I'm not saying that that's what that means in Spanish. I'm just saying this is what I'm hearing. Somebody's name could be Dustin. Teddy. Steady. Not steady. Unsteady. Isn't there a song? I'm a little unsteady. A little unsteady. Hold on. Something like that, right? Shit. My legs. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god. Like, really? Hold on. Ladies, you know what I mean? Like where your shorts kind of disappear in between your legs and end up inside of your vagina? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, there's something about this deck that wanted to come out here, so. Does that, like, cause suspense for you guys? Like, where you kind of see my face, but I never actually come into the frame? Like, oh, hold on. Oh, okay, I'm good. It's like, oh my god, is it giving all one of you any sort of suspense, or? I don't know. Is he... Ow! I know, it's like literally 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I don't even know what time it is. Hold on. But So I have one of those like ADHD chairs, but I put it the bottom on it backwards, so suspense, I said. Yeah, exactly. Anticipation. Thank you. You are correct. This is gonna, I don't know why this keeps coming up, but duster, I keep hearing. Duster, buster. Inhaling duster. What does this mean, please? Somebody here doesn't know which way is up, or thought that they were up, thought they were sitting right side up, tried to fly and crashed into the ocean. And every time you try to fly, you crash into the ocean. You didn't understand. You're like, but I'm doing everything right. Why every time I try to ascend, I crash? I descend again. Yeah. Why every time I see the light, or I feel like I'm going towards a lighter day or better days, it's back to the bad weather, back to the clouds, right? Look. Renewal. Renewal. And this is what Easter's all about, right? The resurrection, where they could no longer hold Jesus back from letting it all out. I don't know what admit it now means. That I don't know. And this has 12 of these flowers that look like cups. 12 cups. That's like the 10 of cups and then an extra 2 of cups. You're going to have so much emotion, happy emotions for something. Now that you've realized, you realize now that you were not, you were having that spatial issue where you didn't know which way was up, and now you realize, oh shit, I've been upside down. That's why every time I try to fly, I go down right into the ocean. So number 12, wholeness. Thank you so much, Thoth. Thank you so much, Thoth. There he is. Our writer, our scribe, the one that writes our fate. And he stands alongside our other friend, Anubis, the god of death, the god of death, the god of the dead, which we here know a lot about. So I said 12 cups, and then number 12, Thoth, right? Here's the 12 cups. So something about December of 2025, something may, oh my God. So somebody here had something happen in December. $13. Anubis, if we get Anubis, I'll shit my pants. We have SEKHMET, who oddly enough we have here. You should look at this. I only have a few statues, but we have SEKHMET. 17, Justice. The Star, 17. Also a goddess of war and death in her own right. War and violence, like SHAX. Oh shit. Anubis, Anubis, Anubis. If any of what I do is real. Hathor, intelligence. She is Isis, and she's also Ma'at. Hathor. Very similar goddess, right? She just doesn't have her wings. And the sun. So it's Hathor, the sun, Ra, Osiris. Hold on, wait. Oh my god. I almost shit myself because it says Apophis, but I thought it said Anubis. But look, darkness. Oh hey, I was on YouTube, like I told everybody. I told everybody a million times. I made that video to follow me to YouTube. I've been there this whole time, every day, I think, pretty much. And posting videos, too. So you're missing out. Go over there and look. Happy Easter, babe. I miss you guys, you know? Gotta spread the seed a little. Inanna Ishtar. Amon Ra. Creation. You probably won't believe me. And some of you will, but I legitimately almost said this. And then I didn't. And then there it is. Newt, understanding. We have hope, Anuket. So Anu. This is so weird. Newt, Moot. Most of you think that you're ordinary, right? And like on the outside, you are ordinary, just like I on the outside am ordinary. However, once you've reached some pinnacle, it's your hope that got you here, is what I'm hearing. It is your hope that things could change that got you here. Yes. Your faith that some things don't have answers and some things happen, and so, but also just as often as bad things happen, miracles happen. Bastet, skill, resourcefulness. You're how can I say this? The people in my collective have a level of resilience that just is not heard of. Like the shit that we have been through, and we take on the fear now. Like when we see something, we're like, oh, okay, I guess we got to deal with this. Whereas before, we would run the other direction. We're like facing every fear, and it's like fear has no grip on you anymore, and it can't get through you either. Like it's just kind of here, and you're just like, yeah, and by that point, it's like it's no fun harassing you. You're not scared of us. You're not threatened by us. It's not fun. That could be literal for somebody who like is dealing with a situation where people keep trying to trigger you and threaten you, and now that you're like, it's no fun anymore, and those people are starting to kind of fade away. If you're wondering who's been fucking with you, when the ones that are fading away, there's your answer. $13, the death card. Choices, searching for purpose, daydreaming. I wouldn't call it daydreaming in a negative way. I would call it as much as you can do as an adult that has probably a full-time job or maybe even more than one job. This earth is designed to distract you from being able to have hope, distracting you from being able to have the time to imagine what if, to journal. Some of you don't even get to sleep enough to dream, you know? And but you still kept faith, hope, and you kept that imagination alive. And if you don't think you have an imagination, you do, because you're here. You know enough about imagination that sometimes the imagination isn't the imagination. It's the truth. Trying to have a little fun with you. You know? Protection. So this is going to segue into the part of the message that I got about the ones that are celibate. You have been in spiritual jail, not because you did anything wrong, but because you did everything right. You have gotten farther than all of the people in your bloodline that tried to get this key. And they don't want you to fuck it up, being groomed by the wrong man or the wrong woman to pull you off your path, because that's exactly what is going to happen if you don't stay inside. Now you're in spiritual jail, but all the amenities. You can eat what you want, go where you want, do what you got to do. The only prerequisite, you cannot date. You cannot bone. I'm not saying to anybody here that that's what you should be doing or that you're wrong if you're not doing it. I'm just saying for this select group, this has already been happening. You're already been going through this. And the further along in your path you go, the longer the track is. I'm seeing the high school track again. The longer the track is. So like when you broke through that ceiling, that glass ceiling where you were like the only one to get this far, I mean, the spirit realms were in awe. They still surround you, cheering, as a matter of fact. But this last lap has taken you years. More than a year so far, at the very least. I'm being very generous with that. Yes, you are. Wink. Everybody, I'm not saying that no one outside of my collective is, but the people in my collective are warriors. Surviving? No. Surviving is what you've been doing. You're hiding, but you're okay. You're getting through. That's not life. God is about to show you not only what life is, but what life is for somebody who did what you did for your bloodline. And I'm not here to say that there's 20 of you or 50 billion of you. I mean, it's impossible. Billion of you. I'm just here to say that whoever resonates with this, it's very deep, it's nuanced, it's esoteric, and it's only going to really impact a small group of people that could really understand this right now. And the people who aren't at that level yet, they're going to get there. And when they're ready, they'll find the video again. Or they'll find me again talking about the same shit. Who knows? So I want to get back to my channel here. Hold on. So I wrote, you're doing everything logically right, but the environment and the people around you, the reality coming back at you is the exact opposite of what you want. and you're thinking, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Nothing. You're doing nothing wrong. The answer is not to choose faster. The answer is to reduce the input until you can hear the message that matters. And what happens is I see you standing in this apartment building, right? And the building starts to crumble, but you realize it's crumbling because you're getting bigger. So imagine Alice in Wonderland, but in the scene of Godzilla, right? Busting through the sides of a building and their feet busting through the foundation, right? And then you stand up and you're wearing the building, right? And you're like, oh my God, well, what do I do? Okay, well, I guess I just have to wear it because it's all I've got. I mean, look at me. I'm 50 million feet tall. I'm pretty sure none of the stores around here carry my size. I'm just going to wear the building. I'm sure you could try to find something else, but no. I'm going to wear a building. I'm going to wear this reminder of my old foundation that no longer serves me. I'm still wearing it like armor, but everything exposed, my hands, what they do knows better, and my feet, where they go, know better, and my head, what it thinks, we know better. All the parts that are exposed. But your heart is still in the building. Your solar, your drive, it's still in the building. And your sacral chakra, your creation, your womb, where you create, it is still stuck in the building. And those are the most important parts of everything. I'm hearing, this is really cool, the way that they're showing me this imagery. Thank you. Now I'm imagining you wearing the building, standing in the middle of the sun where all the prophets meet. You're here. And all of the prophets are standing, looking at you, holding a box. Now you are also behind them with the key. Right? So you're behind them with the key in your light aspect, healed, holding your key. And then in the center of the sun, you stand in your shadow aspect. And these prophets have the key to go in the building, to go into the fucking apartment, to go into your heart. I'm hearing into your solar and unlock you and free you. The spiritual supers of the building. Sorry, when I do stuff like this or whatever, it's nothing wrong with me, or like, I mean, there was something wrong with me, but I mean, like, I'm okay physically. I'm just it's just a reaction, transmuting energy, you know. You'll see facial tics probably with me as well. It's like down the rabbit hole. It's like one goes up, the other goes down, right? But then we have a third. Right? Just like you, just like me, we hang in the middle because we see more than just the black and the white. We see the gray. I just heard short gray, like aliens. Tall gray. The gray. Healer with good fortune. I'm telling you, we're on the right frequency right now with the, like, I tuned into the right frequency. There's no more static. Good fortune, number 13, which is death, right? And then healer, 32, which is, again, the very spiritual number of the dead. So it could be you, or they could just be confirming what I'm doing. Maybe not the good fortune, but they're confirming, yes, what you're telling them, yes. Either way. Remember, these readings are not about me. Even if I give you an example of something I've gone through, it doesn't mean I'm making it about me or that I think it's about me. I'm just trying to get you to, I'm trying to level with you, you know? Validate your feelings, you know? Do you have anything else for me here? We're going to start. Magic, number 3. 3 rabbits. Third option. Come build a world with me named Trinity. Not the 1, not the 2, but the 3. By the power of 3, right? As we will it, so mote it be. Baruch Hashem, Inshallah. Time. Divine masculine. One more. Nature spirits and divinity. Wow. Okay, you could be 39. You could be 20, 22, 41, 43, 41. Oh, 41, 41. Wait. Okay. There is either a divine masculine in here that has deeply connected to, you could be a Capricorn, deeply connected to the nature spirits. Nature spirits. You could be, like I said, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, 7, 27, 72 could be significant. Beverly Hills 90210. Look, water. And the truth. This is somebody who used to feel like home to you. Good fortune again, and then look, psychic. Psychic. 48, you could be 48, born in 84. There is a divine masculine that you either met in 2025 or you are the divine masculine, and this started in 2025. There is a masculine energy that is integrating very nicely, might I add. And they are headed right your way, baby. And it could be you are male and or however you identify, but you identify more as the divine feminine, and your partner is female or not, the divine masculine. So you don't know. You never know, because it's not being the divine masculine. Let me rephrase. It's not being the divine masculine or being the, you're both. It's which one are you, which one's activated, which one is driving the car right now. That's all. Let me just grab 2 more decks, okay? Shit. Oh my God, these are so short, and I'm just trying to bend over and put this freaking card on the floor. Okay. If you resonate with this, please let me know by liking. I should have like 50 to 100,000 likes by now. Like, for real. Come on, guys. We're resurrecting as the parts of us that don't settle for less than we deserve. Right? So who am I if I'm not doing the same thing? Teaching you how to stand up for yourself while I'm sitting here for 5 hours for 5 likes? Come on, guys. This message has to be worth it. Right, so while I'm looking for this. Yeah, that's what I meant. That was English, I think. I'm going to look for the cards. I'm taking my thyroid medicine. Said no young lady in the prime of her life ever. Oh, what is this? I hate it when I accidentally like throw a half of like because these are so small, like in there, and I can't find it. Okay. Then I can have breakfast in 30 minutes. So I'm rushing here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use the wild unknown alchemy deck, this one. Just give me a second to just move everything out of the way. And we still have SHAX, the demon SHAX, and Ayaleha success from earlier. You have SHAX 44, so you could be 44. And we know SHAX. We love SHAX. I think he's one of the fair ones. Good head on his shoulders, and he loves triangles. Just like me. You got to understand, when they talk demon, right? When I say demon, that's just a part of you. You're like, oh my God, a demon. It's like, no, it's you. It's you. It's a part of you that's funny and cool and can just handle fucking crazy shit with ease. SHAX. People, the demons are different than like, I would be more afraid of drumming up your own poltergeist with your own bullshit in your house. I would be more concerned about that than I would a fucking demon. You know, as I always say, I'm the Doom Slayer. I am the Doom Slayer. Not just demons, just also fucking Doom in general. Cool, Wink. Very cool. They probably are. But remember, don't get too up on a high horse about that. Then don't say that out loud too much because they do not like that. Take it from me. You have no idea. I was like, yeah, me and the demons are friends. Oh, the demons are scared of me. Oh, hee 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 hee. They will eventually be. But oh my god. Just be careful, please. Words are spells. You guys need to acknowledge that you teach reality what to do, not the other way around. Reality doesn't control you. You control reality. You tell it what to do. You tell it, this is going to work out for me because I said it's working out. Do that for like a week. Be deluded. Be like, yeah, it's going to work out. I know it's like literally seems impossible, but it's going to be fine. Like, just do it for a week. Be deluded. Obviously, I'm assuming that you're of sound mind and can assess whether or not you need mental help. I'm assuming we're all good enough here to understand me when I'm being facetious. This is for entertainment purposes only. Wink, 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 wink. Hold on. Look. Don't go down a karmic path. Saturn is Capricorn, which is the darkness, right? Quote, unquote, the devil, but really Baphomet. Baphomet. Baphomet comes around. Baphomet is the demon that looks like the devil, which everybody thinks is Satan, but it's not. It's Baphomet because nobody reads books ever. They just AI things. But that's not the devil. That's Baphomet. And Baphomet comes through when it's time to integrate and cut the fucking bullshit. Even Abaddon. Abaddon is a demon who will... He's the scariest of all, honestly, in my opinion, because he will come right through and be like, nope, nothing out there. There's nothing there. And it's not because there's nothing there. It's because he's trying to teach you a lesson. Nobody's going to fucking come and save you. He'll cut your chains, let you fly. Go, go, fly, go. Follow that internal GPS. Go, go, go. No, Slender Man is not what I'm talking about. God, that scares the shit out of me, Slender Man. Okay, so look, soulmate, grounded. Like I said, somebody's coming through for you. And that's why you've been locked down. Grounded, waiting for your soulmate. I truly do believe that these soulmates that are coming in are both alive and dead. What is dead, really? Are they sleeping? Are we sleeping? Are they trying to contact us and speak to us just as much as we... Are they flipping cards over there too, trying to talk to me? You don't know. Have you been there? You don't know. Coming from them. Yes, of course somebody loves you. If no one on earth loves you, Jesus loves you, if that's who you believe in. God, the OG seed. I believe in all of the prophets. Jesus, all that. I believe they all existed and they all had a fucking unprecedented impact on the future of the universe. That's not an argument. But for me, something made Jesus just like it made us. He was human, right? So just as Jesus was God's child, God's son in my religion, or the religion that I was born into, everybody is God's children. You're all God's children. You're all capable of being just like Jesus Christ. But most of you that think that you're being spiritual are not walking the spiritual path. Watching tarot readings and having me say, you're special, that doesn't mean shit. Shadow work, people. Meditate. You can be 40. Air. Fly. 28. Release. Abaddon. Abaddon at my door, saying, you were never broken. I'm the hand that rips the chain. We were talking the other day about like biting. I saw like an umbilical cord, and one of you were like right in there. Bit that fucking cord. There's something that was chaining you. This karmic path that you walk down willingly with someone who's human garbage. They need to take their anchor and shove it up their pee hole. Right? However, or vag hole, whatever you want to go with here. The sun. Of course. A piece of we all have a piece of the original seed, and so on and so on. We are all descendants of what came before us. Like every time my bird makes this crazy chirp, he sounds like a fucking dinosaur. And I'm like, wait, he is a dinosaur. He is. Think about this for a minute. Think about it. He is a dinosaur. Like, he's actually a fucking dinosaur. He is the only anything that survived a fucking how many cataclysms? Something about a sundial. So yeah, we're talking about ancient stuff here with the sundial. A dot, a sun and a dot. Dote. The sun is doting all over you. The sun dotes on you. The sun loves you because you shine. And the crazy thing is, like, when we talk about twin flames, right? It's like, it's my twin flame. Like, he's just not ready yet. Like, he's just not ready. Like, you know, that's for people who never met their twin flame and have no idea if they even have a twin flame. If you've met someone and they're treating you like shit, and you're like, oh, you know, they just have to like fuck a few like women, like, you know, and just like cheat on me for a little while, but then they'll like totally understand that like we're meant to be together. Like, no, that's not a twin flame. That's your catalyst. That is the person who is going to fuck you up the most in your life, here and everywhere else. Because you're going to wait and you're going to think it's a twin flame, and it's not a fucking twin flame. A twin flame is Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ. That's a fucking twin flame. Are you Mary Magdalene? Is he Jesus Christ? Like, no. That is the person who taught you how to ask for your fucking worth. He is the one, or she is the one that taught you what love isn't, so that now you'll know when it's here. They're the ones that taught you that you need to take care of your health. They're the ones that taught you that you need to stand up for yourself. They're the ones that taught you about grooming and love bombing and narcissism and all that shit. They're not your twin flame. They're your lesson. They are your karmic. And everything is karmic, by the way, good and bad. It's all karmic. Because in the end, karma, dharma, karma, dharma, karma, dharma, karma, dharma. It's all one cycle. Good, bad, good, bad. Happy, sad, remember? Where does the light end and the darkness begin? Where does the darkness begin and where does the light end? The same statement, meaning the same thing exactly. There is no answer. There never will be. Okay. There won't be an answer today, okay? There is no answer as of now. Somebody's name could be Ian or Eric. I'm seeing IE3. EI. I33. I33. Oh my God. Jesus Christ died at 33. Today's Easter. Oh my God, I can't. Transformation 19. The sun. See? From lead to gold, the secret sealed. Patience, more will be revealed. Oh my God. Sparks of light. The key to your spark, to your fractal shining. I wrote a song. Do you guys want to hear it? About my dream, about building a new world in our dreams, in the astral. I did not sing it. I'm not singing this one. It's the AI guy that I use when I write songs, but where do I find? Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm not on my main account. No, like where the hell? Hold on. I didn't want to have to do this.
I slip through the ceiling, past the fan, past the roof, past the sky. My body stays breathing.
I love his voice. These are just my poetry or my...
Glass doors in the midnight. Everyone opens on a different life. I keep one key on a red string. Pull it like a lifeline. Step inside. I've been building a wall in my sleep, stacking mountains, bending seas. Every night I lay these secret streets where the heart can finally leave. If I lose my way when I wake, I know where I'm meant to be. I've been building a wall in my sleep, calling, moving.
Isn't it really pretty? If you want to hear the song, it's my, like in the bio here, like in my profile here, there's a link to my music. You just click the link and you're there. Look at this on the bottom, ash with a triangle. Light and dark. You can't make this up. See?
If I can touch you in that space, who cares what the daylight means? Close your eyes, I'll find you at the corner of hope and belief.
I'll find you at the corner of hope and belief. That's why I'm showing this to you, because everything that I said kind of in the song is like coming up tonight for you. Secret streets where the heart can finally lead my way, but I know where I'm meant to be. So to have till the new world's all we see. Like, I'm going to build new worlds in my sleep until the new world's all we see. And then this song is about being a saint and a sinner at the same exact time. And that's all right. You know?
I talk in halos, then I curse in the car. I pray on Sunday, then I ghost you by dark. I preach forgiveness, still I'm slow to forgive. I keep on breaking every rule I swore I lived. I'm a saint and a sinner, yeah, both at the same time. Got a crooked little halo and a heart that's trying to shine. treasure. Then I take more than my share. I say I love you, then I vanish in thin air. I wanna be better, but I'm scared of the cost. I keep getting found again, right where I thought I was lost. I'm a saint and a sinner, yeah, both at the same time. Got a crooked little halo and a heart that's trying to shine. I fall down in the morning, rise up late at night. If I'm messy and I'm holy, that's exactly why I'm right. I'm a saint and a sinner, and that's alright.
You like my music?
Baby graces for the brave hearts, not the polished, not the brave hearts. Maybe I can love this in between. Hold my hurt and hold my healing. I'm a saint and a sinner, yeah, both at the same time. Got a crooked little halo and a heart that's trying to shine. I fall down in the morning, rise up late at night. If I'm broken, then I'm chosen. I'm still worthy of the light. I'm a saint and a sinner, and that's alright.
Okay, so now we have ash, right? Which is blowing my mind because it says the memory, the ancestors, the past. Ash represents what has come before it. The fire is over now, and its flames took with it all recognizable forms of what was burned. Only memories and the soft gray ash substance remains. When this card appears, look back and sift through what had occurred. You're in the realm of ancestors, past relationships, and those that have passed to another realm. Be gentle with the process, as it is delicate and sacred. The Ash card asks us to tend to the true nature of endings, grief, and letting go. You may be asked to be present with others experiencing loss. When in doubt, be like ash. It is silken, it is light, and easily carried away by the wind. Soften into the memories and into the tears. Eventually, forgiveness follows, and the heart travels alight. And it says, the Ash card is subtle but powerful, affecting the entire reading. Envision it as the ashen layer covering all of the surrounding cards and shifting their meaning. Fire is a great equalizer. Do not take this card personally, but rather as a call to be present and kind to yourself and others, as well as we navigate the challenge of letting go. And then, last but not least, sparks of light. Hope, sensation, exhilaration. You see the fucking polar opposites here. The scintillate card, sparks of light, arrives just in the nick of time, leaving a trail of celestial light to guide the way. Follow these flickers as if they are alchemical clues, guiding you to an illuminated state. When this card appears, it's likely there has been a lull or void of direction. The whole reading is about spatial disorientation, not knowing which way is up and which way is down. And this is saying there has been a lull or void of direction in your laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off, but in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives. flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. You might feel the scintillate as a childlike giddiness guide that shows you happiness, the presence of magic, and a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. I'm your spark of light. I'm helping. Follow the physical body. Follow the tingling sensations of aliveness within, and you will not be led astray. Astray. Vitality, clarity, and inspiration are within your reach. You are alive. You are a vital being. Appreciate this moment. One spark leads to the next. Like fireflies and fireworks, the card is linked to the spirit of the summer card. This summer is going to be big for you guys. If these two appear together, you're likely in for a midsummer delight. And then, the power of this card can be increased by offering recognition and thanks to the celestial realm, the many and the mighty forces of light that support this alchemist on their path. I hope that this reading helped you. It gave you just any sense of happiness or direction or calm or anything that you were looking for. I hope that that's what you received from me. Remember to follow me. You can find me on YouTube. If you like my music, you can find that link in the profile. And I might be on a little later, but until next time, thank you for being here. The talking dead say goodnight or good morning. Barbara. Good morning, Barbara.